Everybody's doing it.
Not that much of a novelty anymore. D'Antoni with great success in Phoenix as James Harden is, I guess some people say, going to be his Steve Nash this year running the point. These two teams like to play a lot of high possession games, Mark, as Harden gets it back at the other end. Mark, a lot of eyes were wide open when the Lakers signed Mozgov to that lucrative free agent contract, and James Harden hitting a three at the other end. And Corey Brewer in the ball game. Harden crosses up Julius Randle. He spun him around like a DJ on a turntable. Wow, what a move. The national team this past summer as Anderson misfires. And the lead back to three. Harden with the soft touch. Going to happen, right, Mark?
No, we've watched his work over the course of all those years, and he did not disappoint. I can't tell you how many times I watched that game.
Brewer. Nice look inside and one to Harden with a little flex on opening night for the Staples crowd. The Lakers can get some stops now. Harden on the drive and the layup.
Months from that devastating Achilles injury. Harden the long launch, and he's on the board now. His first basket after 6 misses. It's a three-pointer, and the lead is 4.
I didn't want you to answer that.
Got to keep it fresh. It was a rhetorical question. Is that what you're saying?
I was in deep thought about it.
Jump shot, Harden. Second one in a row.
Got a little rhythm going here now.
For Darren right now, because he's in such a good groove on the offensive end of the floor.
Harden over Barnes. Bouncing in. 4 to shoot. It's Harden against Wesley Matthews. Going inside. Loose ball. Oh, my.
Man.
Barnes defending Harden. Harden with the left hand floats it in. Soft touch.
So clever on the end.
NBA broadcast we've learned tonight.
It's been done. It's official now.
Off the inbound pass. Harden an open look. They set the down screen for him, and he popped up with a 3-ball and hit it. Which is just another reason why you can pretty much punt everything out the window whenever you look at stats in the preseason. So.
Yeah.
And a dribble up three, James Harden. Down by 12 after the Berea 3. Wow.
Nice
Harden
split.
splits the defense and goes to the cup. 24 points, 7 boards, 8 assists.
Set of exceptions. Seems like they're an improved team this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Harden on a blow-by in transition after a missed shot by Dallas out of the timeout.
We'll show you a close-up of that tie later on. James pulls up and fires and hits.
2 for 1 in rhythm.
Andrew Bogut with a throwaway on the outlet after being turned over by Harden. And here goes James Harden.
Young Los Angeles team, so
no doubt going to test your fitness.
Definitely is.
Wow. Can't have that happen. Harden beats the buzzer with a straight line drive to the basket off an inbounds pass.
Off the bounce shots, but his game is on. Offense is really going good. Harden answers back against Matthews.
We're here. James with a fake, gets open and hits a 3. James Harden.
Well, the Mavs have a chance to win, even though they're only shooting 37%. Here is Harden.
And he just got 2 more. He's 3 for 10 from the field. James will fire. Got it! James Harden.
Playing to deny him at the rim, thus the mid-range development. Harden sticks the 3-ball. Mentioned Anderson has the unlimited range, so does the Beard, you know that.
Double T throws it down.
22-18. But the Rockets come right back.
Boy, he's so good, Fred, at drawing that play. Defensive.
McDaniels with it, finding Nene. Somehow Harden, I think that pass was intended for Corey Brewer, who manages to track it down. Showing that quickness. Brewer didn't even look at the rim. Harden will for 3.
Kind of aimed that one.
Here comes Harden, trying to get to the goal, and does so. Tough shot.
He's good at that. He is very exceptional at, because he'll feel it in the morning.
Off that high pick and roll.
Let him get to that left hand.
You're dead there.
You're dead.
Harden going to work. Got the angle and missed it. Kevin Love did as good as he could. Ball dug out by Nene. Harden flicks it from the corner. Yep. Taken off to the dressing room. Capella outside. Rolled. Tagged that time by Love. Harden with the offhand.
That time he went to the right side and was able to get to the basket.
Harden left wide open. Made him pay for three.
Yep, that's what happens. You can never lose him in
points. CJR particularly. Now Jefferson switches out on Harden, who has to step back for three and hit it at the point to close the shot clock. Continue to look for him down on the block. LeBron James 3 assists away from a triple-double. Harden stayed with it. That's the thing about Houston, they score so quickly.
That's championship basketball.
Harden puking inside as he thumped it. Can't take away, that guy has had a monster game here tonight.
Defense and their offensive game, I mean, they played like champions.
Harden will get inside. They'll give it to him.
Yeah, good penetrating, creating by Rose. Harden now retaliates.
Poor transition defense by the Knicks. Reeves has already had a big game, a 27-point game. Harden wide open. Soft touch, bounces around each side of the rim and drops through. Anthony poked away by Harden. There's good defense from Harden. He's got one man to beat. It's Rose. Side steps and puts it in. James Harden. Knicks do not have a foul to give. Harden, the crossover, gets to the, and dunks it. Wow. Harden drives and easily finishes. Harden sets, fires, and hits.
Infinite range by Harden.
The third, got the crowd back into it. Yep, Harden and the Rockets quickly quieted that. Harden hits another three-pointer.
Second time Harold's had his shot rejected.
Harden leaning into Jennings, trying to draw contact, nails another three-pointer. Well, Harden, Clyde, you mentioned at the very top, puts up another and drills yet another.
He is at the point for new head coach Mike D'Antoni. Patrick Beverly is injured. Harden off the glass and good.
He's a wonderful scorer.
Harden knocks down the three over the top of Bays.
James Harden. Again, Millsap defending. Up to challenge. Matters not. James Harden with 8. Harden gets in. And the basket will count on the goaltend, and there's a foul on Muscala. 55-46. Harden.
Well, he is so good offensively.
30 points in the first quarter, 32 here in the second. Harden, that's a 3. 18 points for James in the first half, leading 65-54. Harden will fire it and nail another one.
Oh, man.
His hands and not turn it into a shooting foul. Step back.
He is good, man. Time to really take his time and take a better shot. There was nobody next to him.
Harden drops it in. James leaves it short, ends up with it and rolls it over the rim. Tough break for the Hawks as Harden has 30.
Shooting 42% from beyond the arc. Harden will give it a go, and he knocks one down. So the threes are starting to drop, and the Rockets, as a result, regain a 1-point lead.
3 of 11 from long range. Harden drives, runs into Beal and scores. Beal looks at the referee and says, how about the elbow I just took to the jaw? Harden on a step back. Tough to stop that. Harden on another step back. He got it again, and he's fouled on the play. Shot clock is off. Here's the beard.
Gotta stay down.
Nothing you can do about it. Not a thing. That's a Wizards turnover. Their 12th. Harden pulls the trigger and hits. Look. How easy does he make that look? 16 the following year. Wall off balance, throws the ball right to Ariza. Harden the other way, and he scores. Harden trying to get by Wall, steps back and makes the shot. Harden splits defenders, lays it up and in.
Start. Harden already with 3 assists, hasn't taken a shot, and his team with a 3-point lead. This time floats it up, and then soft touch off the glass. Harden grabs the rebound. Harden's pretty good in the rebounding department too, Yugi.
Yeah, it's right there.
Sets, fires, and hits. Ginobili now on Harden. Harden drives past Devin, running shot it on a beauty.
Now right there, you thought that shot was going to be blocked.
Again, after trailing by 13 and by double figures a good portion of its first half, now up by 2. Harden easily gets to the basket.
A real excellent player for the Washington Bullets, and then he was a scout for Atlanta and Washington all these years. But everybody loved him as a person. Oh.
Scott Foster says that's a flop.
Right.
Harden drives and finishes.
Coming up empty. Now that's at least the 4th one that they've got down in there in the paint area, but they can't score.
James Harden with a gorgeous move. La Provito trying to play physical defense. Harden throws it up and flips that one in. And a timeout call by San Antonio. James Harden putting on a show. Harden is 9th rebound. He's 1 rebound away from a triple-double. Drives right at Leonard and lays it up and in.
What a tough play. What a tough play.
Danny Green, nice pass, but it surprised Aldridge. Fast break, James. Look out below, and it got the roll. Step back. Short. Good rebound by James. Puts it up and in. I'll tell you, Harden in that triple-double had 12 rebounds in that game. Not too many better athletes than Jonathan Simmons, who went to Smiley High School here in Houston, played for the U of H 1 year. And James with a three!
James Harden show. They got to get some stops defensively.
Look at that defense. They really had him surrounded. He still was able to get it up and in. Where will he go? Well, he's going to shoot a 3. Nobody guarded him. Yeah. How about that? 2 minutes left to play. James to the basket with the right hand. James Harden. Giving it up to Ryan. Giving it up to James. Marcus Aldridge right on him, so James will drive it to the bucket for 2 with 13 seconds left.
You know, they're 1-8, but you got to look out. They are an NBA team.
Rockets have struggled with Philly, even though they've won 7 of the last 9 against the Sixers.
At that center spot.
That could be a real weapon for years. Put him in the popcorn machine.
Yeah, Saric has no chance to guard the beard.
Oh boy, what a play by Ariza. He's got 3 steals in the last 3 games. And the beard puts it up and in.
It's going to take some time to get them up to speed and very competitive.
All the way to the basket, the beard. He's just so creative. Ilyasova setting that pick. And there's, oh man, Ariza. Second steal of the game. We're still in the first quarter. Easy picking. Checked into the game, dug that one out. On a full gallop. All the way to the bucket. Harden. 13 points. Rockets with another 30-point quarter. Rising up again. He knows he's hot. Wow. 21 points already for James Harden.
He's got good timing, and he's so long.
And he's shooting 56% from the three-point line.
And James Harden is putting on an exhibition.
He's going to look pass, back outside. Capella gives it right back to James. That's pretty easy.
He may not be the guy.
Embiid tries another 3. He's 0 for 2. Harden says, this is how you do it, young lad. Player in his second year out of Bowling Green. James to the basket. That's so easy. It looks like he came out early for practice. Looks like he's in the layup drill. Won't go, and James tips the rebound to himself. Oh, what a floater.
He's just showing off now.
I think he looks like he can just about score anytime he wants to tonight.
Robertson gets the bump from Capella. Harden is racing all the way up the floor. And he's met at the rim by Capella, can't finish. In transition, Harden with that Euro step, and he scores. Quick outlet pass by Sabonis. Houston 9 of 14. The Thunder has been perfect. 11 of 11 off the screen from Nene. Harden knocks it down for 3. 13 of the game tonight. Abrinas has him isolated on the far side. Harden gets deep to score.
For the top. In fact, last night it looked like Harden had to go to bounce pass a little bit. Here's Harden from the outside. That's a welcome basket for James Harden. This is something it used not to be. Now there's Montrezl Harrell in the game. Gives it back to Harden, who hits.
That was deep.
Yeah. Threes, the farther the defense has to extend, the more space there is on the floor to drive by.
There's a turnover created by Harden's defense, and he gets the points on the offense. Coaching basketball now here in the Houston area, and what a great guy, just a super guy. He and his brother, Scooter, they were a great combination. Harden had a hot start with 16 points in the first quarter, and that's really what got the Rockets going as he turns inside, floats it up for 2. Reese's trying to post up with Hollum down low. Harden keeps that dribble alive, puts it up with the right hand. He never touched it with the left hand. Rat-a-tats, it won't go down.
There's the triple-double right there.
Okay.
James' 10th rebound.
And there's a 3. He said, I couldn't make 3 free throws, but I'll step behind the line and make one for you.
Ryan, one of the few players to shoot better from the three-point line than he does from the field. 43 from the line, three-point line, 39 from the field.
Harden trying to get a pick from Capella, and does, waiting for Capella, and he just floats it up there. Now, I never know whether he's passing to Capella or actually shooting it. Isolation for Harden, steps back, fires a 3 and hits. That's a couple of left-handers going head around forever. And Joe was signed in the offseason. Johnson in his 16th NBA season. He's been a good contributor for this Utah team. Jerry Sloan would have loved him. He's so physical. There's Harden. Now has 12 points. Joe's one of those guys. Brewer hanging under the bucket, gives it back to Harden. Harden will fire up a 3 from the corner. And James Harden is on fire with 15 points. They all know each other very well, and they like to perform well when they play against each other. There's the basket right off the bat for Harden. So he's got 17 points in the middle. Harden's got the basketball, picked up by Hood. Nice crossover. Yes.
Right. So when you got the best player, a Hall of Famer,
everyone else better fall in line.
You better get in.
Harden with an easy shot. Shot clock at 4 seconds. Down to 3. Harden steps back, fires. That's the game.
Wilt was not under 20 when he started playing in the NBA.
I'm going to tell you
Kansas
exactly.
And then the Globetrotters.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you pretty much exactly how old he was. The center.
Sure enough, shot blocker. Harden with a leaner. He has 5. Distance. Beverly fights for the rebound. Harden from Ariza. He got an assist of his own from Ariza, and he did triple. Contavious from downtown, no. Harden with a rebound.
So, George, Michael never scored 30 at the Lakers. Pippen,
40,
that is.
Rocket 8. Harden floats it up, and it won't fall. Tapped it in.
Well, unfortunately for Harden that time, his momentum was already going towards the basket.
Staying in his face. He fires and fills it up. Bumped off Lure just enough.
Decker's got it. Rockets have plenty of time. 4 seconds. Down to 3. Down to 2. It's Harden time. All the way to the rack. And that's the way to end the first quarter. They could get an easier shot down there. But see, the Toronto transition defense is very good. Harden finally hits. Nice drive by James. And Ross has 12 off the bench. Harden with a three. I know.
But the way the Rockets are going, I don't know.
Harden all the way to the bucket, lays it up and in. James Harden now with 24 points, 11 assists. Harden going right through the middle. 17 for Corey Joseph.
Big bucket by Carroll. Every time the Raptors score.
Harden with a three.
Well, now that's 14 of 27, and that's the first basket for Harden. Big miss there, rebounded by Harden. That's his 7th. Harden, and it counts. Chance for one more.
Garrett Temple is just becoming close personal friends with Harden, but
of course it is James Harden.
It is James Harden, and he is going to score at some point on anybody.
Ella's got 13. Bad pass by Temple. Well, that's what the Rockets do. You make a mistake and they'll just kill you.
Momentum starting to go the Kings' way, and you've got enough time, but you can't waste any of it.
That clock malfunction actually helped Houston because they were not in position to get a good shot off. 5 to shoot. Harden will get the step and lays it up and in. He's got 23.
Harden is picked up full court by Harkless. He'll run off a Capella screen, go right at Ed Davis and lay it in. CJ knocks down a deep one. That's a three-pointer, and the Blazers open up 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Harden a three. He got it.
Great recognition from Mason.
Foul is on Plumlee. Harden into the lane. Drives right down the boulevard and lays it in. Subtle strategy at Harden already here tonight. It says take this for Sutton. Bam. Blazers leading here by 4. Harden stood up by Kraft. Good defense. Fall away jump shot is good though for Harden. Now the turnovers begin to mount on the Blazers. That is their 8th. Harden trying to make him pay and does with a 3 straight away. Same year that Lillard's contract comes to an end. Here's Harden into the lane. Flips it up to Capella. Capella couldn't take care of it, so Harden says, let me dust that one off for you.
Game. It's going to be tough sledding.
Nate McMillan and company. Here's the head coach there. Harden over Davis, who I think had a solid closeout, and Harden knocks it down. Harden the other way, going to his right, getting by Plumlee, laid it in, and Harkless Ariza. 3 to shoot. The Beard will raise with 1 on the shot clock and knock it down.
Tough shot.
They lead by 10. Got to get a stop here. Harden between defenders into the lane to the glass. Avoids 2 other defenders on the second level and laid it in going downhill.
Contusion on his leg, and I tell you, the last 3-4 ball games, we're seeing Boris Diaw really at his best. Harden inside in the paint for a bucket.
So tough.
About 19,000 other Jazz fans would as well. Here's Harden inside, and he got that one up and over the top of Gobert.
Very comfortable with that range.
Another $50 bill out to the Huntsman Cancer Institute, courtesy of Mountain America. And Harden bounces back with a 3-ball of his own. Their first offensive possession.
And the one, or not one, but one of the positive spots for Houston is the turnovers. They only have 2 turnovers in that first half.
But the Jazz are in a terrific rhythm without his play, and the way he's played of late has been just near perfect.
Oh, Harden makes another 3.
Between the legs on a dribble drive. He's got to get rid of it. Does. Floater, short, tip, yes. He stays with a missed shot as good as anyone in the NBA. 9 to shoot. Rudy is really causing problems for Harden. Joe Johnson helps out, puts up the shot, catches the rim, and that's what Harden does so well. And he's in great shape, Matt. I mean, just to watch his work ethic, all young players ought to take a look. And there's that left-hand floater. It's good for Harden.
Points and block shots for this Rockets team.
Julia picks up his first. Harden will drive right into Curry, and there goes James Harden.
Down, and now you can switch everything defensively. What a backdoor
Into
by James Harden.
What a great pass. You're right. He read it well, didn't he?
They were both right.
Yes. Montrezl is in, and they quickly double Harden in the shot clock in single digits, and this is over Iguodala. James Harden with that feathery jump.
Looks over the last week and a half during games because they like his length.
Harden again slithers in for 2.
before Run TMC. Jeff Mullins, Cazzie Russell, and the great Nate Thurman, who the Warriors are wearing his number. Nice defense there by Beverly on the switch.
Harden accelerates and finds two, muscling his way up. And then Pachulia got his elbow stuck in the beard. Harden 6 of 13 has Green to beat. A dance, a three, book it! James Harden with that silky smooth jam.
So what are you saying?
Well, it was 8 consecutive losses since Harden puts up a triple. First field goal since 6.5 minutes left to play in the third.
Over to Harrell, shovels it right back out. Harden on the drive, scoops it in. Harden working on Barton. Using that left tip to get into him. Separate and hit, and that is textbook James Harden. A second chance. Moutier denied by Beverly. Here comes Ariza with Harden. Harden to the rim. The inbound. This is a sloppy possession, and it may end with 2 for Houston. It does. Harden on the flush. Game long. Rockets put up 42 in the first quarter. They're high for any quarter this season. Harden, you bet.
On the shot clock. Harden goes with three. There's the three. He's got it. Told you. So he's got a three-point make in 36 consecutive games.
He's so quick. Didn't need it. But you got to know he's going to drive.
Big step to the basket for 2 and 1. James Harden. Counting very well. Boston has gone scoreless for the last 3.5 minutes. James deep. That was out around Conroe. Horford's got the green light.
Yeah, he's a stretch 5, so that's a tough cover for Montrez.
Harden's a stretch. All the way to the bucket for the beard.
He had to stretch out for that one, and the ball just rolled over the rim.
Harden takes it all the way to the bucket, lays it in. Boy, he's going from the hip on that shot. Has 17 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. His 8 assist ties his season high. And Harden for the basket. He's playing basket for basket. There's a turnover. Harden in a hurry. Harden in a hurry. All right, it's Harden time. Steps back, fires, hits! Like he's getting more and more confidence now that he can go up and make those shots. He was a little reluctant to do that early in the season. Harden says, let me find my range early.
Martin for the Rockets record for most free throws made in the game.
And this one goes in after touching iron.
Out of the paint. Good rebound.
That's hard to do. Going to his left as always. Lou Williams tried to pass it inside. He had a shot. Giving it up to Harden on the dead run. In a hurry with a crossover.
Harden decelerates better than anybody in the league.
Can put it on the floor.
Got a good handle. Yeah. Here's Harden. Do it all. Now, how are they going to guard him with awareness?
They're not. I'll take that every day.
Get him some more minutes.
Harden starts off the third quarter with a three. Crossover, put him in the popcorn machine.
Getting better and better.
Harden will fire from 3. That's the 4th three-pointer of the game for James Harden.
Boy, Russ tried to draw the foul. Donovan is incensed on the sidelines, and Harden converts at the other end. Little slalom through the big men. Back to Harden from Beverly. And the Rockets leading by 8. Robertson, a 32% three-point shooter on the season. Tough step back by Harden, but those are the shots that he often makes. 3. Harden with the deep ball. Yes!
They're beating Oklahoma City to loose balls. Nenea set out to rest some games.
15 years in the NBA. Harden with the deep 3. Shot.
Yep, and I love Michael Smith not bailing him out, putting him on the line.
Harden with the drive and the strong finish.
Well, they're dead last in assists in the NBA. And there's 2 and 1 for Harden. 7-2 run by Houston. Well, didn't look like they were interested in defending that shot. Rockets surround the boards. Trying to add to their biggest lead of the game. Harden with a 3. Bingo.
I mean, Capella put a good pick on Finney Smith, and he had to hold him to keep him from following with the ball.
Harden starts off with a 3. He put the rock in the basket. James with a big step. Boy, that was easy. Woo! Harden turns the corner, floats it up and in.
So that time the defense didn't come to pick him up, so James knew that he had the shot.
Unbelievable.
He's got the baton right there in his hands, and he's just conducting all the time. Well, now they ran off and left him, so he hits a 3. Beat you to him.
That's how I know.
There's Harden to the middle, and a flop did not work.
When you flop, you make a big decision there.
Every night.
Harden steps back and hits. Harden only 1 for 5 in the first half from behind the 3-point line.
No, he's got to hit breaks. Once you pass that ball, you come to a 2-foot jump stop.
Harden's going to fire away again and hits. Harden gets a pick from Nene, and he'll set another one.
He doesn't have to be quick.
Harden. Well, he hung out a wash on that one. He just fired a bullet up there. The Rockets haven't made a move to the bucket yet. 7 seconds, down to 6, down to 5. Oh, crossover by the Beard. Oh, what a play.
Can guard lots of different guys.
Harden on the drive. He changed his mind. I guarantee he was going to throw that out to the corner, and at the last second, he put it up for the shot.
How does he do that? That takes a lot of skill.
Team's only trailing by 3, and make it 5. As Harden puts up a 2, that's 32 points for James. Harden takes it in. He'll shoot it from 16. Good. James Harden with 36 points. Harden back to Capella, who bails him out and missed the shot, got the rebound. Harden says, let me try from out here.
He threw up a wild shot.
Harden with a 3. Back-to-back threes by the Beard. At this point of the game, referees may not be blowing many whistles. There's a nice steal. Tip ball by Ariza. Montrez comes out of there with it. Harden with a big step to the bucket. Gets the rebound. Harden with a 3, of course.
You don't see a 6'11" guy putting it on the floor, making moves and shots like that.
You see that guy making shots all over the court, though.
The court. He's so versatile.
Harden with a big step around Davis. Oh, what a play by James Harden.
Doing what we do best.
That's right. 51-37 as Harden puts it up right off the bench. The spacing they got for Harden as soon as he got the basketball back, and he doesn't need much of it. Ryan not looking for his 3 as much since he hasn't been shooting it well. Harden's always looking. Pat Beverly down the baseline, draws the crowd, back out to Harden, nobody around. What a great pass by Beverly. Montrezl Harrell. Well, the Rockets have been scoring all these points. They've been playing some defense, too. There's Harden with a 3.
Shooters that this team has now. Ryan Anderson and Eric Gordon have been absolutely off the charts. How about James Harden? Little post up. Boy, he has gotten to be a great basketball player.
Largest lead of the game for either team. James Harden promptly gets a couple back. Said that the team was walking around with a little bit of arrogance about it, as Harden able to get the finish. Harden pulls up for the 3 and drills it. First triple of the game for James Harden in 6 tries.
After turning the ball over twice in a row, just over 2 minutes to go, Andrew knocked down a really difficult shot as Harden knocks down a hard one as well.
Harden, Towns turned his back on him and nobody really was defending Harden. He'll drill a 3. Back to a 1-point game. This, by the way, is the first lead Houston has had since the first half.
Now it's James Harden time. Is able to crab dribble towards the painted area. You're going to commit 2 to 1, and then you've got to be able to find the open shooter.
Harden gets Bielitsa leaning the wrong way.
The guys that they have with that length, it's going to be difficult for the Rockets to get those boards tonight.
16 seasons for Pau Gasol. Harden up and in. Behind the three-point arc of any team in the NBA this year.
Well, they shoot 40% from behind the arc as a team.
Oh, what a great pass by Anderson to Harden.
That's how they protect the rim.
I know Clyde Drexler hated that when guys jumped in front of him, so he just beat him. There's Harden putting it up and in on the drive, and that gets Popovich off the bench to call a timeout. Touched it.
His hands are so big, he grabbed that ball like a grapefruit.
7-0 run, and Harden muscles it up and in. Here comes Harden now. Danny Green's got to try to slow him down. And he hits a 3. And Popovich with a 20-second timeout.
Antonio's committed to getting back defensively.
Come on, Harden's going to have to shoot a little more. They're playing off of him a little. Good anything he wants to do. 15 points for Kawhi Leonard. Back to Harden. Harden is pushed, and it counts. What is Gasol thinking about? He just pushed him. 1-on-1 defense. Crossover by Harden. Drives it in for 2. Around Kawhi Leonard. Harden on the drive. Hit it. Good. That's a cold-blooded shot by James Harden. Every possession is golden now. Harden with a big step to the bucket for 2.
He just broke that play because he saw a lane right to the basket and he took it.
It's Harden, who already has 4 assists on 6 Houston field goals. He knocked it down. A 3-ball at the buzzer.
Compared to a miss that hits the front of the rim.
Suns battling back after being down 11. Got it to 3, and there's a beautiful scoop shot by Harden. 55-51 Rockets.
No, your dad didn't do that.
No, he didn't. James Harden weaving his way in.
Only when you got in trouble.
6 seconds to go in the half. Harden picks it up. Harden drives. Lays it in. James Harden by Harden. Harden has 9 points, 11 assists, 3 rebounds. He's got 6 triple-doubles on the year, and there's a 3-ball for James.
Well, the problem with Harden is he can go get 30 whenever he wants.
Had way too much time, able to get his feet set. So look for that to change for this Suns team if they're to have an opportunity to win this game.
But his struggle is, you know, teams figure him out in a 7-game series and take things away. But right now, they are a well-oiled machine.
The big question is, can a team that shoots from the perimeter be successful in the playoffs? And there's Harden again.
Well, Golden State out.
A cold spell, but in that game at Phoenix, Rockets won 125-111. They made 18 threes, and Harden banks in a 3 and draws the foul from Tony Allen. Last year, shot 65% from the floor. Nene sets up Harden for an open 3. It's through. Andrew Harrison comes in Conley to the bench for the first time tonight. Harrell stayed vertical and forced a turnover.
Good defense.
And a straight line drive by James Harden. Felt Anderson and spun to the bucket. Couldn't put it in. Gasol 3 of 8. Harden straight line drive and banks it in.
Good job.
Tony switches over on to Anderson, but giving him some space. Harden a straight line drive and a dunk.
Coming in and giving this Grizzlies team a huge boost.
I thought you were going to say in Fuego. Harden goes all the way to the rim.
Save it, Phillips.
Harden with a great crossover to the basket.
And the 20-year-old
16th year in the NBA. Still gets you 10 rebounds a game. There's Harden putting up turnover by Houston. Harden all the way to the bucket. What happened there? They just parted the big C for him. Working on the youngster, Chris. Steps back, fires, hits. James says, let me take over.
2 for 1.
Harden going to the basket with an easy layup.
Booker knew it, and he got up on James, so James couldn't shoot the 3, and James read it and went right by him.
In this offense.
Yeah, he's with a bad team, and they just, you shoot it because we're down 30.
Yeah.
Off the glass,
That's
Rudy T style.
Exactly.
Harden.
There's your mid-range again.
Dyson had some great years with the New Orleans Hornets with Chris Paul.
Yeah. Harden gives it up, gets it right back from Rhino, and he hits.
And see, that's the spirit of this year's Houston Rockets.
Shown the ability to shut down a lot of great offense.
Now here's Harden driving and lays it up and in. Got it over Bogut. Got down into the lane.
Successful possessions.
Now here's Harden against Finney Smith.
Good defense, better offense.
Harden was guarded by Matthews. Once again, Harden starting his move at the elbow, coming down the side of the lane, and scores inside once again.
Yeah, he bowled his way to the rim that time, Harp. That was very impressive.
And produced the other night, hitting the winning bucket against the Clippers.
Harden for 3 to end the first quarter, and he nails that with 3 seconds. Gives the Mavericks just a little bit of time.
Probably ran into a truck screen that didn't feel very good.
Nene screens. Harden scores with a 3. That's 5 points in succession there for Harden. Matthews' 3rd basket of tonight's game. Harden up off the glass. Soft touch. Little soft touch.
Yeah, and the Mavs don't really have a shot blocker back.
Jordan move. And it almost fell home. Just rolled off the iron. Harden.
That Euro.
If you have any scores to settle, it's going to have to be done in the next 16 minutes because it is the last matchup this year between the two sides. As Harden hits a 3-pointer. Hard about how much you use those legs.
Yeah.
Pull-up 3 here for James Harden, and that puts him at 34 points to go along with 11 assists.
Yes, indeed. I want to welcome all of our fans on NBA TV who are watching tonight. Along with us is James. Rockets average 15 threes made a game. 5 seconds on the shot clock is Harden with a little dipsy-doodle to take it in for 2. I never considered Magic a point guard. He was kind of freaky.
Magic was a point guard, and perhaps the greatest with Oscar Robertson. He and Oscar are in a toss-up for the greatest point guard ever.
In New Orleans a couple of nights ago.
Yeah, 13 points, 25 boards.
Yeah.
As James goes right at him to lay it in.
Well, he can get it off quickly, too.
Harden with the long rebound and a big step to the basket. 14-2, Houston won. And it's a 12-point game. Rockets led by 25 points about 3 minutes ago. Harden breaks the scoring drought for Houston. A New Year's Eve game right here tomorrow night. A back-to-back home games for Houston. Harden to the basket for 2. Have to go back to work offensively. They're doubling down. And Jordan came over too late. He tried to come over to block the shot. Could not get there in time. 25 points when everybody got thrown out of the game, or it seemed like everybody for the Clippers, at least the Rivers family. There's Harden for 2 and 1.
2-for-1 situation here for the Clippers.
And a good play by Harden. Ariza has it in the open court. Finds Harden again on the drive for 2.
And in there, so you got to play him as a driver. Try to cut him off.
Harden from deep. Good. Right around the Channel View area.
My question is, how do you keep coming back to that year after year when it never works?
Harden, that always works.
That's working for sure.
He's not loving it because the Knicks have led from the get-go.
With the Rockets, with the ability to strike quickly.
Well, he writes it out and he puts it in the envelope.
You know what I'm thinking about, don't you? James Harden, put him in the popcorn machine. Yeah.
Somebody help Lance Thomas out of it.
Harden's out! James Harden! Shot it from Sugarland! Harden floats it up, and that was good. He got the rebound and the tip in. Harden on the drive, steps back, shoots the three! James Harden!
And the rifleman.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Chuck Connors, he played a couple of seasons.
That's some real history.
Yeah. There's James Harden with another three-pointer.
That's not fair.
It isn't. From deep. Oh, yeah, that's insane. And he steps back and fires. One of the rare two-pointers outside the paint. Here we go. We got an 8-point game in the third quarter. Harden says, let me go to work. Harden steps back and fires and hits.
He's red hot. We know what's going to happen here.
Harden on the drive, lays it up and in. Back to Harrell. Harrell finds Rhino in the corner. Right back out to Harden. Deep. Oh! James Harden with a new career high of 53 points. This is from the outside. Brewer really contesting Gortat. Harden wins it. And just give Brewer a big fat star for his hustle. Beal working on Harden. What a great move.
Wow. NBA, right? We're not watching seventh grade?
Supposedly.
All right.
Harden trying to get himself going, and there it is, 2 and 1. With 3:30 left in the second quarter, and since then the Rockets have gone on a 16-6 run. Let's see if Harden can increase it, and he does. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Porter. Harden stops at the three-point line and hits it. Finally, Harden gets a three. Down to 7 seconds. It's Harden time. He'll shoot a three. Got it! James Harden with a cold-blooded shimmy.
Move by Adams on the fake. Back comes Harden. Chased by Robertson. Harden all the way. Decker pops it back out. Harden. Nice delay move on Robertson. Beats him off the dribble. Has 15. Harden gets the pick from Harrell and hits. Another three. Now, he's always been a terrific player, but how the image has changed as Harden hits again.
Minutes that Russell's playing, if you project out the numbers that he had, it's something like 42 points and 15 rebounds and 13 assists. It's just ridiculous.
Harden ahead of the field. That would have been a goaltend. Inbound. Harrell sets a pick. Harden fires. Yes.
Rim protector for them.
They are 8-0 on the second nights of back-to-backs. And that guy right there is a big reason why. Harden, step back 15-footer is good.
And
he's got all 4 points.
There's nothing more that Aaron Gordon could do there. Lob pass right over the top.
Harden going to the basket. Only his third field goal tonight, with the Magic having one to give. Now Green guards him. Harden with the drive scores the basket, and that is the end of the period. Harden. Double figures finally for James Harden.
Norman Powell unable to finish. Those are the sort of buckets that you have to get against a team like the Rockets, because Harden will just cruise on down and lay it up and through. To see Patterson back in.
Especially in a matchup with Ryan Anderson, he's got the size to take away the inside game if he does go down low.
Thus far from the Rockets off of the turnovers. Decker on the court, and the and one. Tough play, and Harden heads to the free throw line.
They come to play every game.
Here's Harden, DeRozan guarding him. And Harden is so crafty and able to get his shot off there. Make shots. Raptors are doing that. They're shooting 57.5%. Harden, a little bit of a push off there. And Harden's starting to heat up right now. Harden spinning around, and the shot is good. And James Harden and the Rockets on a 7-0 run.
Toronto's averaging better than
Harden comes right. Put in a tremendous amount of work, as he does every summer, but this summer especially, as that one rolls all the way around and through. 4 points, 3 rebounds in the first half. Harden up top, using the Harrell screen, attacking, and an and one. Here's Harden. The three, and it's good. Harden 10 of 22. Carroll on him. Harden now drives right to the rim. 119-111. Harden right to the rim again. They're going to count the bucket. Toronto battled big time tonight, but just too much here in the fourth from Harden. 40, 10, and 10.
Snatches it out of the air. Harden, you know the numbers on him. He'll try it early, and he hits.
You see how the Rockets in the fast break, they don't necessarily run for layups. They run for open threes.
Just absolutely nothing there for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, but there's always something there for James Harden.
How about that strength? Just powering his way through Hibbert to get to the basket.
Since then, Charlotte has gone on a 22-9 run. Made a lot of three-pointers, too. And that breaks the ice for James Harden. Side of James, 8 on the shot clock. Steps back, fires another three, and he hits it. James Harden with his third three-pointer of the first quarter already. Floats it up to the basket, on the rim, knocked away, and out Anderson has it. Rockets get a fresh 24, but James says we don't need it. What he does. His uncle used to play for the Rockets years ago. Steve Harden. Yeah. Marvin Williams has a couple of threes in this game, and Harden hits again. And he got fouled. So a 4-point play coming up for Trevor Ariza. James.
That's an old school move.
James with a three again. James Harden, 7 for 12 behind the three-point line. Houston. James has the numbers if he gets it up the court. There he goes to the basket, lays it up, and Harden for Houston. Harden to the basket, steps inside, and hit. James Harden with the Harden hop.
Towns was trying to get it over to Brandon Rush. Harden comes out of there with it. Harden all the way to the cup and the finish.
But in October, November, December, they were going up, and their percentage went up every month as well.
Harden, quick release, gets it to go. But it's not only the offense, Jim. Shove might seem a little strong, but yeah, there was some contact.
He said little shove.
Little shove.
See how they space the floor. James Harden has just an ocean to drive into.
Harden, floater, drills it.
And then they get the ball to start the quarter.
Right. The Bulls will get it first to start the fourth for what it's worth, but just like that, Houston has the lead. James Harden. Then in Washington a few games ago when Shabazz Muhammad was sick and couldn't play. Harden drills it.
that little jab step.
Harden attacks Wiggins. Harden made it look too easy on that trip down the floor.
Another double-digit lead built by Minnesota, 23rd time this year.
Harden promptly gets it back into single figures.
Cats field goals have come into paint. Nice crossover by Harden. Oh my goodness, he is a magician. Don't use Brandon enough to be able to really tell how he's been in the mix, and James Harden just steps back on Andrew Wiggins. The skill level of James Harden is just off the charts.
Michael Green with the basket. He's done a good job of answering the call for that power forward position, and James Harden couldn't buy a basket. And Harden. Rockets trailing by 2. Big step to the bucket, and he ties it up. Harden with the right hand, almost all the way with the right hand.
You know, Memphis with Randolph in don't really have a rim protector.
In California, and was a good find for them, and they started to play a lot of minutes off the bench. James puts it up and in, so he's got a couple of threes tonight, and Harden has 14 points in 13 minutes. Sit back again. James on the drive all the way in. He's become a right-handed player all of a sudden.
The Rockets assistant for years. He knows how to guard James Harden.
Well, they've done a great job on him, and James with a slam, but it only gets the Rockets within 5.
Harris.
Houston 15-7 on the road. There's Harden getting to the hole. James Harden makes it look easy.
And drive it, look for cuts to the basket, and then kick it outside for the Nets.
Harden has just 3 points. Harden now has 6 points.
That was quick. Taking advantage.
Can the Nets get a stop here against Houston? Harden, they cannot. It's another triple.
Did you say he had 3 points?
No, I want to amend that statement. Harden steps into it. It's a 3. And Houston is starting to pull away.
Tough guard right here.
Nets are on an 8-0 run. Harden step back J. Silky smooth.
How many wide open drives to the basket they don't take.
Step back. It's Harden for 3.
Shot clock at 5 for James Harden. No, not in a rush at all. Just in control. Nene is in the game for the Rockets. Harden hits the 3. Well, James Harden with 7 quick points for the Rockets. They lead by 3.
Active at both ends of the floor when he had the 2020 game.
Harden hits the run. First points of the second quarter for James Harden. He's got 12. Harden from downtown. It's good. James Harden make you ooh and ah no matter where you are or who you root for. He's flirting with another triple-double. He's already got 12 this year, second behind Russell Westbrook's 20. Oh, what a move by Harden. Came right through Whiteside. James Johnson trying to defend Harden. And the lefty drops in the jumper. Finishing in the paint. Not good.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. He gets to the paint, but he's got to do a better job of finishing.
James Harden with a triple. Give him 28 points. 47 seconds left, third period. Here comes Harden. Got the foul, got the score as well.
That's what he does so well.
Here comes Harden. Splits the D and scores easily. 33 for James Harden. Nene with a rebound. Fresh shot clock for the Rockets.
Yeah, the problem here is that Whiteside is on the perimeter and not get down there for the rebound. Gordon had a good closeout on
Oh, that's a walk. James Harden able to score. Looked like he took an extra step. Just under 12 seconds left in the game. Houston trails by 9. Harden a deep 3. Makes it. Wow.
Man.
James Harden with 40 points.
Is like the all-time greats, and his work habits matching.
Harden with the dunk. His first basket of the game.
And how about that nice distribution from Montrezl Harrell?
The associate head coach. As Harden takes it to the rim. And James Harden starting to get going now, 6 points.
Right, and remember, you've got Ariza on one side of the floor, Gordon on the other.
He just reached right over him. Harden to the basket, uses his offhand, the right hand to score. 8 for him, 10 for Adetokounmpo. And you say all you want, well, you know, the Thunder should have paid Harden. They shouldn't have worried about the luxury taxes. James hits there. Nobody knew he was going to be this good. Harden down the lane. Pretty. 12 points for Harden.
How good is he at navigating small windows?
Harden, again, terrific move. This is a master.
Yeah.
9 turnovers by Milwaukee now in the quarter. Harden gets all the way to the rim, blocked by Monroe. They're going to count it, though. Paint the entire game. Harden, deep three, banks it in.
He's looking at the official for a call on that one.
Rebounds. The Bucks have scored 18 points this quarter. They had 12 the entire second quarter. Mike D'Antoni calls James Harden's number out of the timeout, and Harden now with 22 points. Something James Harden spent a lot of time on in Houston, electing not to play for Team USA as he gets to the rim and now has 26 points. Milwaukee the other night, and then taking care of Toronto, which had the second best record in the East. Here's Harden to the glass, and that's 28 now for him.
And every time they come out of a break and they need a bucket, this guy delivers.
30 points for James Harden. Harden! 33! And a shimmy! And in the half-court set. Now Harden over Beasley for 3. Hit it again! 36! And there's the dance. Kumbo leaning in, and Harden blocked it. Third block for Harden. Harden on the other end, and there's the chase down with a block, but it did hit the backboard. Count the bucket.
KD with the Warriors. Here's Harden. Guarded by Thompson. 1 on the shot clock. Just got it off in time. A long 2 is good.
You just love his game this year. Look, he's shooting 54%, and then also the 3 ball. He's doing a terrific job.
And Harden with a quick get back at the other end.
That takes him out of the game. No, they're going to leave him in. They're going to leave him in right now because they need the rebound.
And Harden went right at him, Coach. Durant has it roll off the rim.
They've got to get out here, not at Harden's back. They got to get out and take advantage on the break.
He goes right at Curry for the layup.
How about the movement with the feet? All in the middle of the floor, and the side that they're going towards, they're running without the ball, and they get a good shot.
Harden,
pretty.
You know, that's one thing he says he worked on during the offseason, finishing with that opposite hand.
He's easiest shot
it
of the
sure
night.
was.
The easiest shot of the night.
20-point lead. Harden with a rare foray, successful to the bucket.
Grizzlies 6 missed shots and 7 rebounds. Harden will drive, step through, score, and draw the foul. Ariza loves the corner 3, but boy, they have been well off tonight. Harden, it's a 3 and it's through for James Harden. 57 points a game. If he holds that the rest of the year, it would break the NBA record. Step back 3 by Harden is in.
Oh, there's going to come a time.
And is trying to bull his way against Eric Gordon, and Eric Gordon simply manhandled him and took it away.
Oh, the bulldog.
Harden for 3. Timeout Memphis. Zebo with 9. Harden. Defense sucks in. Gordon's open for 3. And then it's tapped in by Harden. Rockets, the second most proficient offensive team in the league, averaging 114 plus, and they're at 110 with 4 and change remaining.
Well, they weren't able to have the advantage on the offensive end with their bigs, and became a huge disadvantage on the defensive side because, like I said, your bigs are having to switch.
Brogdon can't keep his feet. Harden the other way, changes directions, glides to the basket, and lays it in.
He's really been struggling to shoot the 3 ball, and that one there with the foot on the line.
Harden for 3, a quick one. With a rebound. Harden with 14 points now. Down the lane. Oh, my goodness. Clock at 10 for Harden as they spread the floor for him. Here's Harden starting to attack. Pulls up a 3. Oh.
James Harden will make when you collapse in the middle.
Harden crossover dribble, gets to the bucket and lays it in.
That's right-handed layup, left-handed player just snaked his way around him.
Beverly along the baseline. Anderson passes up the shot. Harden, nice little ball fake, gets into the paint. He's very good at that floater, too. I mean, there's not much he isn't good at. Picked off, though, by Brewer. Harden straight away buries a 3. Harden. Isaiah's streak continues, 29 in a row now. Harden gets 2. Longest streak in the NBA.
The little guy!
directly to the hoop is Harden. That was a rope. Harden knocks down a three.
That leaves the middle open.
Harden lays it up for two.
76ers thinking playoffs now. Only won 10 games a season ago as James Harden knocks down his first three. Baseline with 3 on the shot clock. Harden gets up the 3 just in time. Not always there when you call, but James Harden always on time with another 3.
Got to make him bounce the ball.
Rockets have 4 of the top 8 3-point shooters in the NBA. That time Harden with the 2 on the floater. Choose to call that a blessing. I mean, that's a miracle.
Talked about our great leader, Michael Goldberg, which, you know, just happened to him as James Harden finishes with his right hand. Get back.
30 combined turnovers in the ball game so far. That's the most of any 2 teams combined in the league this year. Switches on to Harden, or if you're Croatian, it's pronounced Šarić. With 3 to go. Well, in any language, James Harden gets buckets.
Her son's got a string of 41 straight games where he's made a 3. He's threatening that right now.
And James Harden coming out, coach, in a good offensive rhythm here in the 3rd quarter.
To slow this team down.
It's a team that plays a lot of possessions. Harden with a quick trigger and a good decision. The beard starting to heat up.
The Sixers were down 11 in the 1st quarter, and they respond. They have to do it again.
Boy, nobody stopped Harden, coach.
They're not. The C's parted, and Brett Brown is really upset.
He's got the ball with 7 on the shot clock. A little mismatch against Šarić. Gets some space, and that's what he does. Harden with another 3 ball. 17 in the period. And looking to eat right here on Šarić, which he does. Filling his plate tonight. Harden with the floater, got it. Boy, that pick and roll game with he and Capella has been lethal that time. Embiid has played 23 minutes so far. Harden with a triple-double off that last rebound.
Mentioned that term 15 times during shoot-around this morning. Long shots give long rebounds.
That time the floater in the paint by Harden. And Broden Patterson. From deep, Harden, yes!
Can't go under. Gerald Henderson knows that. He went under and he paid for it.
Nice backdoor cut by Harden. And got the floater to go. He's got 47.
3 when that happens. Capella backdoor. Harden fouled, basket. His first points come in the final minute of the quarter. Rebounded by Harden.
Yeah, and the pressure was the problem. You got to get to it and shoot that. You can see him measuring the steps. Yeah, very good timeout because you can see him measuring the steps. 3 times off the dribble, not much more to do to try to get a foul, and it didn't happen.
Harden hits a 3. He was 0 for his first 7.
Troy Maddox tonight. Well, James said just to be sure everything's okay, I'll score here. That's to James. On the road trip, Mike D'Antoni said he wanted to see the Rockets pick up their tempo a little bit, and that's what James did that time. Shoot, you can play in this league.
Exactly.
And James is about to break his ankle, but
step back, wide open, and that's in your rhythm.
And the Rockets are +9 in terms of win at the same stage a year ago. That was a hard earn, but a fun 3 to watch from Harden. Left groin injury. With Harden now getting a screen from Capella and takes it inside. You think he reads about as well as any guard right now in the league. He can find the open guy when he decides to throw it. He's got 10 points, 2 boards, and 2 assists, and Dunleavy will meet him. 3, Harden puts it in. He's coming off a season low. That hard shot on a screen by Nene. Did Bazemore, and he's back out there. Harden with a 3. Got it. Millsap was defending.
The pass cleared out space to the corner. That gave Schroeder room to operate before the jumper.
Another 3, Harden. Same place, same result in a quick 2 triple. He has 14. We mentioned this back in the first half a couple times. Cephalosha is out. The try by Harden, scoops it up and scoops it in. 8 quick points in less than 2 minutes to start the third quarter for Harden. And I like that.
Different uniform, but set a good screen.
Oh, what about this? Harden cannot miss. He's cooking up something now. But still shooting. Harden. Wow. 33, and Bazemore's defense was there. It's Harden with the ball. This team in January went 10-7. Harden, he gets that to fall in.
Has to clean it up here, now just down 10.
Cutting in. Houston lead in half. Harden, step back, Bazemore defends. Harden puts it up and in.
Harden had a good night behind the three-point line last night, and he continues it. Wanted to get rewarded for giving up salary to put LeBron James on the Miami team when they didn't look like they were going to reward him. There's a three. Nikola Mirotic has checked into the game along with Zipster out of Germany and James.
Get a number 3 offense and a number 10 defense, then you've got something.
We talk so much about the Rockets' three-headed center. There's James Harden putting it up and in for another three. James Harden, he gets a double team, goes and gets the ball back from Anderson. 7 on the shot clock, and he will shoot it up for 3. That's the 4th three-pointer of the game for James Harden. All right, James now trying to get the Rockets on the board, and he does. Has totally evaporated. 12-2 run by Chicago. James puts it up and in. Boy, what a strong move. He got his own shot. James again on the drive, all the way to the hoop.
Good job by Jim Boylan, former Rockets coach, who's coaching the Bulls now.
James Harden says, well, let me have it. Well, that extended defense by Chicago. They keep their man in front of them. It's going to be tough. James puts up the jumper. They've seen the Rockets struggle a little bit. That gives another team confidence when they're able to slow them down. James to the basket for the slam. Coming off the pick. Carter Williams on the defense. James steps back from the elbow and hits! James Harden with a cold-blooded jumper. Harden working on the rookie. Steps back and fires. And he fouled! It counts! Oh, what a cold-blooded shot by James Harden.
Competition. What a competition he had last year with Zach LaVine.
Yeah, well, LaVine's out now, and there's a foul call on Vucevic. Is that not?
Yeah. Okay. In fact, if you're 3 for 3, you got to start hunting shots.
Well, there's 1 for 1. Harden scores from everywhere. Boy. James Harden.
Now the Rockets have James Harden. Got to keep this game close in the last 4 minutes of this first half.
Nobody got in front of Harden, and they pushed him from behind. Can you imagine? Nobody wanted to jump in front of that train. Harden open. Harden hits.
Even though James was going one-on-one in that possession.
That time Ibaka tried to help Fournier out at the perimeter, and Harden says, take that. Just flips it up there.
MKG on Harden. Oh, and a clean block? No, they're going to call a goaltend on Marvin Williams.
As a shooter, how would he adjust that? And how is that? Is this part of it?
Part of it,
yep.
Absolutely.
Getting to the rim?
Getting to the rim or making the adjustment. Maybe he's looking at the front of the rim, which is what I like to tell shooters to do.
Harden, a step back 3.
And takes the shot.
Shot clock's at 2. Harden. That's a 3. That's the ugliest 3 you're going to see.
Wow. 3s and 3s. That's the way the league's become now. No more 2-point shots. Harden's going to lull you to sleep. Thinking he's looking.
Harden screaming for the foul that he doesn't get, but the bucket counts.
We're trying to clear out, so Jeremy Lamb had the driving lane, but as soon as whoever's man leaves to help, they have to follow their man.
2 more for Harden. In the fourth quarter, do they slow it down a bit? No. Ariza fires a 3, offensive rebound. Harden.
That shot right there tells you.
That's a bad shot for a young player. No spacing, no room to operate.
Harden with a 3. Yeah, a lot of consistency now. 3-on-1 fast break. Beverly gets it back to Harden. Fires up a 3! And the Rockets are off the launching pad. 5 assists already. He'll put up a 3. Got it. He's looking for a shot a little more.
Came to start.
Harden puts up another 3. The Rockets have 11 threes now in this game. And they've started to practice a little more on this floor up here, and I think it's helped them.
He's feeling it. He's hot.
He's doing pretty well in the present.
Yeah, no question for being 20. Amazing.
Harden, little shake and bake, and then puts it up. That's why his first hire was Dillon. I don't think Capella knew there was nobody behind him. Oh, Harden is on fire tonight. Amazing. Brewer back the other way, and Harden takes a dribble, counts to 10, and makes his 7th championship for Golden State. Barbosa played a big role coming off the bench for them. That was a couple of years ago. And Harden hits a 3. That's his 8th 3 of the game. Harden steps back from 15. Good.
Back here tonight.
Well, it's early. It's a lot of game work.
Well, that was bad defense by Miami. How do you let Harden go unguarded all the way to the basket? Like this one right here. Steps back. Let's see if he can answer. Harden. Yes.
You knew it.
He had 9 offensive rebounds in this quarter. 10 for the game. And there's Harden to the bucket. No,
we have to?
No, he can sing all the old standards. And going to the basket is Harden again. So Harden's decided now to quit passing. Well, you're right.
Young man's game.
James Harden's about all the Rockets have tonight.
He's got to pick it up.
And then they really start hitting it. That's 11 of 27 behind the arc, 41% shooting. Harden puts it up with an answer. This right now, wherever he is, they got to find him unless Harden can go to the basket. He does! And just like that, it's a 9-point game, 5 minutes left to play. All the way outside, Gordon thought about a 3. Now Harden will take a 3. And a timeout by Eric Spoelstra. Has another triple-double, 36 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. And Harden with 2, and no whistle.
So the Pelicans have started the game with 6 shots compared to 3. Harden, he'll get there. And a 1-point game once again.
3-pointers. They remember the last game and another live ball turnover.
Sloppy, really sloppy with the basketball. 16-14, held it above his head right to James Harden. Mike D'Antoni. Harden under the screen. Nobody even in his face. No hand even challenged it.
All the time. So Karl Anthony Towns has been very productive.
Well, just hammer turn for Wolves Weekly, it would be the top 5 Jim Pete top 5 lists.
But Harden always gets the big engaged, and those guys.
Tree mark, and there's a 3. And that, Jim, is the 10th game this season in which the Rockets have gotten to 100 before the end of the 3rd quarter. Harden steps back.
The Pacers have really struggled with their bench play. You see the 10-2 run. So they're getting themselves back into the game, a little bit of rhythm as Harden finds his way to the rim. Beverly working off of Harden on the screen. Teague with a good job recovering, and now Harden over the top. And that banks in.
Keep them down here in the second half when they start to make some threes.
And the Pacers, as Harden was able to get a steal
and a finish.
Well, you know, Grant, I'm sorry, I thought that was Grant talking. You know, the thing for me is that they always say, take the same player, the person to the dance.
Them stepping up, so maybe a little bit of a letdown for Houston, thinking that Paul George has got to do everything for them as Harden does everything for the Rockets there to score that two.
Believe me, if you're Mike D'Antoni and his staff, you're not going to overreact to Ba Mute making those shots. There's no disrespect to him, but you're not going to overreact.
Harden knocks down the three.
But give him credit. It was pressure, saying he's in the league as James Harden was a spectacular move because of his father.
Scoring affairs. Harden to the basket.
Harden owned it. He didn't blame it on anybody else. He didn't blame it on Dwight Howard. He said they both were responsible as he knocks down the shot. Didn't blame it on the situation and his crew.
That's that reaching where you get yourself in trouble. Harden gets past him, drives, and finishes. Just at his own pace. He's done this year. Harden. Again, James Harden with his third three-pointer. Fights to get the rebound. Harden way downtown, puts it in. James Harden with his fourth three-pointer.
Anderson is shooting 43% from the three-point line in the last 5 games. So you want to keep him involved. Well, Harden's starting to heat up again.
You know, he's an ex-Rocket. We want to say good things about him, but boy, he doesn't look healthy.
Well, that looks pretty healthy to me as James Harden hits his second three.
Good anticipation by Harden. He gets the steal. Goaltended by Chandler Parsons.
Allen was right there for the tip in, but missed it. Harden, they left him alone at the three-point line, and he buries it. Who would run away from James Harden? They'll shoot the three.
That's certainly an area where they can improve throughout the last month.
Harden hits again. 4 for 7.
He's still very deadly.
Yeah, you run at it from the left side, doesn't bother him at all. Then you got to get on Harden's left side.
He check. He's hot.
He's going to be wide open.
Oh, Pat Beverly trying to dig it out, and he does. And it's out to Capella. James to the basket for the slam. 10-point game. Rockets want to finish this quarter strong now. They did get it up to a 15-point lead. That's pretty strong. Harden. Got it. Cold-blooded three by James Harden.
They just completely abandoned the mid-range jumper.
They've only taken, in the last 5 games, 24 shots as Harden scores here out of 438 attempts.
You don't give the trophy to the best player in the league if he does not care about that side of the floor.
Harden jumps the three right at Dwayne Dedmon as well. Maybe they don't shoot 5 or 6 less free throws than they normally shoot. Sure. Maybe you could chase them off the three-point line 4 or 5 more times than they normally do as Harden gets to the bucket here. He has been in double figures in each of the games, averaging 16 points.
And that's just a miscommunication. I mean, guys are talking to each other. There are baskets out there. He threw one too many fakes. I still like the result.
Harden, another three. Manu back out on Harden with 7 on the shot clock. Difficult shot, and Harden does it with 1 second to go. 7 on the shot clock. Harden again hits the triple. Here's the guy that's killing the Spurs. 21 already for James Harden. 23.
He beat LaMarcus going right and still was able to put the ball in his left hand and get it off the glass.
And Capella gets it off to Harden here, and now Danny Green matched up with him. And here is Dedmon once again guarding Harden. And Harden drains the three over the big fella. On the drive, the flip. No, Capella couldn't finish, but it falls right in the hands of Harden, and he scores again.
Yeah, actually we had something about that maybe the last telecast with the Rockets, and I was surprised.
Yeah. Season high on 3 threes. Previous best was 2. His career high is 4. Harden comes out of the break, takes it all the way to the rack and scores. Stops that 11-0 run on the part of the Spurs. Harden guarded by Kawhi Leonard. Here's the screen. Harden for three. Wow.
And that time our big is sitting back.
Play that won't show up on the stat sheet.
Nice crossover by the Beard.
You gotta love it. He put Gobert to sleep. He rocked him until he went to sleep.
Harden steps back, everybody runs away, and he got it.
Has taken those 3 turnovers and converted them into 7 points. Good return pass.
Beautiful play
to Harden.
Let me tell you something. The Jazz are a much improved defensive team from last season.
Here goes Harden all the way to the basket, spins it up and in. So that good defense by Houston has ignited a little fire under the Rockets. Good play.
Yeah, nice to stay with that because the Jazz deflected that pass.
Capella. Harden.
So Gordon Hayward was trying to overextend his defense, and James went back door.
Chance. Yeah. Harden looking to take it in. Steps back, fires, hits. James Harden with 8 points in the quarter. Nurturing him.
I don't think he's anywhere near how good he's going to be.
Harden to the basket for 2. They had to play on Capella. They were afraid Harden was going to throw that alley-oop pass to Hayward. Boy, he looked like Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
And Harden stays after it and gets it anywhere. 2.5 left to play in the game. Got to play a perfect game. Harden on the drive, lays it up and in. James Harden now with 30 points.
Their defense hasn't been so bad. It's been pretty good. And he just walked right in. Okay.
Harden is 1 for 3. He's only gotten up 3 attempts. Make that 4 attempts on that drive. And you know what? The thing about him is that he can get his offense going at any time. Center of the floor. Drops it to Rene. Back to Harden. Fires and scores. So that time, Paul Zipser had a hard time getting over that screen. And Harden heads the other way. And he draws the foul, and he banked it in. When that left his hand, I knew it was on line, and it just kissed the glass and fell in. And it'll walk very often. Deliberately brought it up that time. Then Harden throws one from outside and knocks it in. Timeout, Fred Hoiberg. Guess what? You're my point guard now. So you got to get everybody else shots, too. And he has taken to that as he drives and scores there. And he's leading the league in assists.
Well, more difficult shot. Harden is open. Too strong. Follows it up. Goes into the lane and lays it in. And that is one of the keys to this game. Mike D'Antoni talked to us about.
2 in February and 2 and 4 here now in March. So they've been up and down here a little bit.
Harden splits the D, lays it home.
A lot of switching going on right now. T-Luke told us before the game.
4 of 4 shooting in this first. Gordon gets it back to Harden.
Once again, a switch with Tristan Thompson.
And Harden finally buries a 3 and missed his first 3 attempts. Seed in the West. Harden harassed by Irving, gets it back. Jefferson closes out, but Harden sticks the landing. 16 for Irving. Cleveland 15 of 21 in the quarter. What a wise 2-for-1 there from Harden. He let it roll all the way to center court and then quickly finished it. Here comes Houston.
Waiting for Houston to get on a run.
Haven't found that rhythm since early as Harden spins that in. They're 10th in the league in offensive rebounding percentage. Harden around Thompson, comes it home. Timeout Cleveland. And now a 7-0 run from Houston. Harden working around Thompson again. Takes him to the rim.
So strong.
Give it up to Harden. Harden right to the rim again, and he is just going to the hoop at will in this third quarter.
This is a team that's going to be tough to beat in the playoffs.
Harden comes up with a steal. Harden to the rim.
your boy, Scott Brooks, Matt.
Really happy for his success.
Harden from Sugar Land.
4 for 9, a couple threes. He had 10 points, 4 assists last night.
Capella, center of the lane, no. Harden, yes. And Houston has jumped back in front.
But he faded off the glass. I mean, sometimes you just got to applaud great players.
Harden, oh, he stayed left and was able to finish, juking Thompson to the rim for 2.
That one is perfect. Right through for Trevor Ariza.
It'll be also important once a player
right to the rim and scores. He has 16 triple-doubles, had one the other day against Cleveland. With the offense, and Harden found him right down the middle.
They had a 5-on-4 advantage because Julius Randle fell on his shot attempt.
One-on-one with the rookie. And could have easily scored himself. Instead, gave it up to Ariza.
Again, he's hands low, but he wound up.
And Lou Williams just lays it in. Shake and bake by Harden in rhythm.
Whereas Anderson is yet to get into rhythm from three-point land.
Oh, and Harden.
And you get everybody communicating and being on the same page. It's the live ball that gets you in trouble.
Harden, tough cover. Man is going to get the easy one. So Patrick Beverley, and he's got a rep as a very good defender. So you're going to get the benefit of the doubt. Harden, little slingshot action. Boy, that was an interesting one. You don't normally see that runner by him. And Solomon Hill back out there.
Seems like easy math to me.
Almost took it away. So he doesn't mean much to them either. Harden got the triple. And now he's a big guard. So the Pels now in the second quarter, 60%. They're 12 of 20 shooting in the second 12. Harden's got space, and he'll make you pay every time. Young man, the group of the Boston area. He's still only 23 years old. It'll be hard, little space, and that's all he needs. With Drew Hatter right next to the rim. Second turnover, the second half of the Pels. Harden, boy, does he protect it?
A little bit. He knew he had to get it up quick. Montrezl Harrell still really in the play, and he just missed it.
Harden. That was a drive-by, wasn't it? So you always worry about a run. And I'm talking about from Houston because of that guy. Harden's up to 26. Harden. Alexi didn't have a prayer. Sorry. I liked it even more.
That had a little extra on it.
They just replayed it. It'll be Harden on the flip. God, he's got so much game. That's the in-between. I've seen bigger ones evaporate. Remember a Dallas game I did a long time ago. And they gave it up. Harden will get the layup. It's down to 17. So inside of 7, Drew Holiday about to check back into the game. Harden, he got there, and he got to the free throw line. That's what you worry about. All of a sudden, it's down to 15 and counting.
Crashing over the back.
Harden around the screen, coming in, lay it up and in.
Tried to jump into him because he tried to get the foul, didn't get anything. Look at the steal.
Knocked away. Harden's going to ride it in, try to grab the three. And he scores and a foul. Remember, he was once with Durant and Westbrook at OKC with Serge Ibaka, and the Nuggets defense falls asleep. Harden around the screen, coming in on Plumlee, and he rolls it downhill.
He made the pass in the first half.
Harden coming in, takes a tough fade away, got it. And now he's going to have to guard Harden. Barton's on him at the moment. Harden around the corner, that's good.
He just feels him.
Nuggets started 2 of 12 here in the third. They've made their last 3 shots, however. Now Harden casts off, and he's got the 3. Harden has been unstoppable. There he goes again.
So 13 in the quarter for Harden. Is that right?
No Darrell Arthur, and Jokic has been on the bench since Hector was a pup. And Harden scores at the buzzer.
9 of 17 this half for Denver.
Harden lets it go. That's good.
See, then all of a sudden he gets loose and gets hot.
Harden in the lane. It drops. But it's just too easy when he comes off the screen.
Harris outside, picked up by Ariza on the switch. A deflection by the Beard.
We've really seen James's defense pick up over the last month.
How about Denver?
And it's
tipped up inside. You know, Denver can go big too, but the Rockets did good on the boards against him. Harden just bumps his way to the basket.
He's too strong.
By Denver.
It's early. Big and a lot of game left.
Harden with a corner three. As hard as that was, he should get three. Degree of difficulty. Harden will fire up again and hit.
Rockets now with 6 made threes.
Nice pickup by Hernan Gomez. Crossover by James.
The high pick and roll is not giving James what he wants because they're just switching everything.
On Harden. Crossover by James, and he puts it up and in, and one. And made a Harden. Harris going to try to stay with him. Nice spin move by Harden to step back and fire. That's almost impossible to stop. Left to play in the third quarter now as Harden goes to work. Gets by one, goes by two for three. Beautiful. Plumlee.
Different apps that you got. Morse code, Pony Express.
Over mine. Harden pulls up and hits a three. James Harden. Says Pat. Inside goes Harden for two. How do you stop it? If you pull up at the three-point line, he just goes right by you. That's exactly right. Here's Harden. Harden turns around. Jumper. Oh, got it. Cold-blooded jump shot. You'll get help. Ariza comes over to set a pick. Now Nene sets one. Harden steps back. Fires. Hits a cold-blooded three for James Harden. Or Jameer Nelson will take it. 6 seconds left. On the run. Harden all the way to the bucket! And the Rockets have taken the lead with 2 seconds left to play. Missed the layup, made the three, and missed the layup. Harden walks it in.
He walks it in. He runs over two guys.
8 from the floor with 3 turnovers. And since then, have gone 4 for 5, and they've been 3-pointers, and there's a nice play. Mike D'Antoni called out of the huddle. Nope. Little dribble, and the three. Beautiful. The shot. First thing he's missed in a couple of weeks. Razzle-dazzle, Harden.
About 6 or 7 points during the regular season.
He's already got 3 threes during the first quarter. At his career high against Houston and New Orleans, and Harden answers.
The defense really isn't getting out on James Harden. They're letting him shoot. I'm a little surprised.
They're trying to stay out of foul trouble.
Harden again. Got Cunningham right on him. Nice little crossover. Steps up for the two. Hardly ever misses that shot. Cousins with only 3. Harden turns a corner. He always waits for Capella.
Hume and all that stuff?
Yes. Alexa. Oh, Harden puts it up and in.
Maybe 2 feet.
Harden's got Holiday on him. He'll put up the 3. Got it. I think he's better when he's covered. 5th three-pointer of the game. Harden to the basket, lays it up and in. And there's your MVP. Harden's got Davis on him. He'll shoot the 3. Oh, a cold-blooded 3.
What a terrific stretch shooting. Last couple of games, a bit off the mark, misses that one. Here's Harden. Finds the paint, finds the bucket. OKC has gathered themselves after the bad start. Oh! Harden throws it down!
On every pick and roll situation, I would force him to his right.
If you were playing against James Harden, we wouldn't send a pick and roll. It'd just be straight up ISO. Those guys making plays. I think that has something to do with it. Weapons all around the floor.
Harden way downtown. His first three-pointer and the 7th for the Rockets. They're up 16. D'Antoni, 50 wins. Second best record in franchise history as Harden gets inside through 72 games. The only year they had more wins after 72 games was the year they won the title in '94.
Throwing it down into the low post to Dwight Howard, who's an inefficient post player.
Harden drives high off the glass, banks it home. Robertson cuts and misses a layup. Harden downtown. Oh! At the buzzer! Defensive plays. Harden gets to the basket, layup, banks it home, found the angle. He's down though.
Can't have that against good teams. That'll hurt you every time.
Harden goes right around Thompson. No defense at all.
Yeah, he read that perfectly. The Warriors were guarding the three-point line and nobody was around the rim.
Going to get him back, so he'll be ready for the playoffs. They look really good tonight. Harden gets it up and in. Beautiful with a half second left in the first quarter. Harden on him now, and that means Lou Williams trying to guard Green. And a turnover. Here are the Rockets with a one-man advantage, and it's Harden.
Run and jump well.
Harden taking it inside. Holds it for 2 and 1. He is so strong. I think
Warriors that they should go on to win it because they're only 2 games ahead of the Spurs. If they lose this one, they would have to go to San Antonio tomorrow night.
They'll switch off, they'll alternate, and Harkless gives them a little bit of athleticism out there.
Here comes Harden, who glides in for 2 right there. Harden.
Player, he's willing to give the ball up.
He goes up high this time. Nurkic had to go off his fingertips. Counted for 2. They're going to call goaltend, but a ball went in nonetheless, and so 2 points right there.
He was going to be a free agent at the end of the year. They also got a first-round pick from the Nuggets out of that deal. Really a deal, I think, that helps both teams in the long run.
Clock and shot clock.
This is not a good feeling if you're standing out in front for the big man.
Little step back here by James. Got it. Harden from outside.
A little bit of an act.
Harden fadeaway with an easy stroke for James.
To that, a Blazers team that needs to win to make the playoffs, and it was a bad combination in the first half for Houston.
Nice beginning right there. Good stuff, DA with the left hand. And a big win over Denver on Tuesday makes them 36-38. Home record at 20-15. Inside, Harden finds 2 more.
I thought he actually was going to lob that to Capella. Myself set for it.
7.5 to go in this third quarter. Here comes Harden, who will drive into a couple and put it up and in. Harden 3. And a lazy rebound attempt, and Harden takes up the loose ball and takes it in for 2.
You said it, a lazy rebound attempt. That ball was on the floor. Job in defending James Harden. Harden 9 of 23 for the floor. Yeah, he has 23 points, but he does an awful lot, or 25 points now after that layup. Finished that play off with a layup. I think he didn't realize at the last second the defender got out of his way.
3, Harden. Good! Take off the brace! Take off the tape! And that's what you get with a nice triple right there.
The Rockets. Well, it's interesting because I think one of the things Golden State does, I think they speed the Rockets up.
Harden didn't get the whistle, but muscled it in.
Played one-on-one against assistant coach Willie Green the other day before their game in San Antonio. Willie Green told me he's up for a rematch. They might go at it again tomorrow.
You get David West to show you what he brings. You can play Draymond Green as a 5, and here's James Harden that time got his body into McGee so he could not block that shot. Houston tonight, they're 20 for 49 shots in the paint.
And Harden gives them their first points in almost 7 minutes. They had gone 13 straight possessions empty.
Beverly down to Harden. He's got a mouse in the house, as Klein likes to say. 2 and 1. In Orlando, he was Mr. Outside, and Mr. Inside was Dwight Howard. 3-pointer by James Harden. Playing well, Oklahoma City could steal
in one game.
First game. There's Harden. He's pretty good on that mid-range shot now. He hardly ever misses that. 0.8 of a second left. Good defense by Denver on that ball possession by Houston. Harden on the drive all the way to the bucket. It was touched by Fareed over the rim, but it makes no difference. But he missed the shot. Harden will pull up and fire it here. James Harden. Harden floats it up and in. And Ariza with his 9th rebound of the game. Harden.
In the game today.
Harden will shoot a three. Got it! A cold-blooded three! And a miss, and Ariza with a rebound. Here come the Rockets again, picking up the tempo. Harden stops, fires, hit! Harden steps back. Beautiful. Hardly ever misses that shot. You've got to know your own team and know the limitations and how many minutes people have played. Harden has played so many minutes. There he is with a three, but he also wants to play.
Guys who compete continuously.
Harden back out into the corner, and he hits his third three of the game. Harden stops again for a three. James Harden finding the target. Got in there with the tall trees. He becomes a rebounder too when he's in with this unit. Oh, nice little fake by Harden. Rio Grande is playing around the NBA developmental league. Harden turns, fires, and hits again. He's warming up.
Also, over a big, 6'10" guy. That's not that hard to do.
Harden, 4 seconds, down to 3, down to 2, lays it up and in. He went around the big fella. He puts up another three. This one just grazes the iron. 3:10 and counting left to play in the game. Harden sets, fires, hits. Another cold-blooded three. Johnson will try to stay with Harden. Harden gets the dribble again. Puts up the three, and he hits it again. Right in the face of Stanley Johnson.
The Houston Rockets up 11-6. You don't want to go, you really would like to play with an extra man on the floor if you could from the arc.
Yeah, that'd be hard to do by yourself.
Tolliver broke that up, but Harden picked it up on the deflection and gets to the basket easily. Rockets looking for a 40-point opening quarter. And they have it. At the buzzer, James Harden. But they're not on your list. Well, anyway, to get your tickets and more information, go to golden1center.com.
John, face up and shoot it. That'll give him a chance to beat people off the dribble as well.
James Harden, 20 points in this first half.
But the Rockets only 2 of 11 on the three ball here in the third.
And there's Harden. He's got 25 now. Harden. And the Rockets have 100 points, and we still have 14 minutes of action left. I still think we're going to look back in 2 years as you look at Harden and call Skal Labissière the steal of the draft. And he just does what he wants. He gets where he wants. He does what he wants. He's a marvel, isn't he?
He really is. Back comes Harden. Being chased. Goes all the way and reverses it.
How about that Euro? How about the ball movement here?
And ends up with Harden drilling a three.
This time. There's a steal by Pat Beverly. Looking for help. There it is. Harden to the basket for 2, and they look like they're ready for the playoffs. That's what I thought. 7-2. 7-2. Harden hits.
How tall is he? Well, he could be 10 feet tall most nights.
He's a monster. No question. Mike D'Antoni's going to be coach of the year, but I think Laurel is definitely.
Well, she's a coach of the year in that family.
No question.
Well, not anymore. There's Harden to the basket, puts it up and in, and draws a foul, and a chance for the Rockets to lead. Now Harden missed it. Beverly always hanging around the paint, got the loose ball. James will try it again. Hardly ever misses 2 in a row.
Lou Williams and James.
Those steals are a great way to set up the fast break.
Harden from the deep corner for 3 over Omri Caspi. 41 left to play. Harden with a 3.
I would imagine James will be in a couple more minutes, and then he'll be able to watch the rest of this game.
Oh, that pass.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon just misses. Follows up his miss. James says, let me finish it off. And he does.
And again, I think this is a bad mismatch. Every time They're switched off. He's too quick for him. And he's supposed to drive him into the help, which is Taj Gibson. A triple-double from that guard position. It's just been remarkable.
Harden into Cantor.
There we go.
Williams puts up the floater. Nene with another rebound. Here comes Harden slashing to the rack.
With Russell Westbrook shooting 2 of 7.
And quick first step, and he puts it up and through. Shot clock at 6. The league second leading scorer with 29 a game. Harden takes it in.
Too easy.
It was easy. Rockets are out rebounding the Thunder by 7. Harden works it inside on Robertson. What a play! Harden with a terrific move. Mike D'Antoni made the move to give Harden the keys to the offense. When he took over, the drive, and again he floats in for the deuce. Here's Harden. Robertson is right there. The dance, the drive, the deuce.
And he is so good and gifted.
Rockets won 55 games this season, 30 and 11 at home. Step back, Harden.
Don't like it.
Said we've got Adams and Gibson and Cantor and Grant. We should be able to rebound better than we have. Kevin?
There's 1 second DA left on that shot clock, and Harden closed the deal with a triple. Westbrook is on the bench right now. Harden in there with the dance! That move is illegal in most every state except in Texas. Woo! Wow! And Anderson. They've got 4 3-point shooters on the floor. The dance by Harden. Oh! Harden with 34. Doesn't run as much as he climbs. Another 3. He's got the stroke.
Oh, man. He's taking exactly what the defense has given him.
Harden. He's met by the big as he got the screen, and that screen roll or screen and shot.
Guarding Adams. Adams got to be a little bit more stronger, taking it up and scoring in traffic.
Ariza in for Anderson. Look at the drive by Harden. Pretty move, great acceleration on that first step. The Rockets have gone now scoreless last 3 minutes. Harden, 3.
And you knew at some point in time, James Harden was going to answer the bell.
Slowing up that run. Got James across the cheek. The switch, the drive. He's in there.
And here comes Westbrook.
Down low, and here comes Harden. They want to 4 of 12.
And they want to try to get Singler on him.
3, Harden. Good!
He has the height advantage. That's exactly what he was supposed to do. Take Williams into the post.
Oh, the Euro step! Harden with a slippery move inside.
Usually knocks one down.
Shot clock at 3. Defended by Robertson. 3, good! What a shot by Harden!
Harden momentarily silences the crowd. Harden steps back on Robertson. Nice soft touch from James Harden. They're losing their franchise player. They also lost Serge Ibaka. Had to change things, and then some in-season acquisitions as Harden counted at a foul. First 2 games, he was 5 for 26. He's 4 for 5 here in the first half as Harden gets to the basket again. 8 assists for Westbrook. There's still 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Harden, little shake and bake, and drills the 3-pointer. Harden has 19 points and 5 assists. Harden scoots past the defenders. Fires a 3, knocks it down. And the Rockets have their first lead of the night after trailing by as many as 15. Timeout OKC. Third, now 9 straight points for OKC. Harden gets inside and gets the layup.
Lately, it's been strictly pick and roll, get the primary defender off of Westbrook, and he's taking advantage.
Oh, Harden gets knocked to the floor, banks it home, and a chance for a 3-point play. He's got 30.
That's Ryan Anderson.
Harden quickly shoots and nails the 3-pointer. 34 for Harden. Long rebound comes out to Williams, a new 24. Harden backdoor, lays it up and in. Harden finds room. Three-pointer. Tie game. James Harden from downtown. He's got 42. Adams finds McDermott. His drive knocked out of his hands on his way. Harden slices between the defense and gets it a fall. It looked like he got hit in the head.
Games 4 and 5. This is how you win this series.
Harden again, change of direction, change of speed, and a beautiful layup from James Harden. Harden just 8 points here today. Drives on Robertson, gets inside, layup is good.
That you're going to make free throws. That's why I'm taking you out.
Harden for three. Off the mark. Rebound. Gordon to Harden. Banks it home. And the Rockets go up by 5. Oladipo is on Harden. 3 on the shot clock. Harden on the drive. Pulls up. Just gets it off in time and nails the jumper.
And trying to go with that 1-3 screen roll to try to get Harden to guard Russell Westbrook. It's Harden inside. Now we should tell you that after the game on Sunday, Harden revealed that he had twisted an ankle. Lou Williams had an 18-point game 4, 22-point game 3. Little dance by Harden right into Robertson. And he schools him there. Harden, step back dribble. James Harden for the MVP award. That's the talk going in. Harden, a drive on Robertson. That time the speed of Harden outdid that long reach of Robertson, who earlier on knocked the ball away from behind. Second half for the Houston Rockets. Harden's got some space on a 15-footer with Adams defending. Robertson, by the way, just had 2 points. He's been scoring well for this team in a breakout playoff. Good three, put up and in by James Harden. Russell Westbrook has shot 32%. Harden to the rack, and with ease as well. Harden makes the move. 23 for him. Again, we see Harden go up against Westbrook. Shot clock at 9. Harden the drive and a slice.
And they can't call timeout because they only have 1 timeout left.
Gathers it up, and they're reset. Here is James Harden. And he takes a 3 and buries it from outside. And in 3-point shooting in the first round, Reg, he was off. That's a good way for him to start off in this second round. First round against Oklahoma City, especially game 1 with 21 and 10. Rebound. The try by Harden, slashing it off the left side. Against Memphis, 8-0 run for San Antonio. 7-point game. Harden hits another one. What a shot by James, and he had to contort to let it fly.
That second guy for this Spurs team.
If he doesn't, they're in trouble.
No, there's just no way.
Harden will drive him with the left hand. Puts it up and in. Games against Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 6. Harden over Aldridge. 3. Book it.
And we've got one team that is 12 of 25 from downtown. Forecast and try to do something to get ready for game 2.
Man, they got a long way to go here. Harden with a floater inside. Got it to go. James Harden. Couldn't get it. He doesn't have much lift. And here comes Harden, who the other night put in 20. That's a 3 for James Harden. Good-looking shot by Harden, who was so patient and so creative in game 1. Parker's playing like he did in that first round against Memphis. Tonight, Harden triple. There it goes. Second 3 he's made tonight. At 7 in this third quarter. In the clinching game against Memphis, he had 27. A floater inside Harden. Got his own miss and taps it up and in. He may have to manufacture some stuff now with the outside shot.
We were salty. We were edgy. We didn't have that the other night. And all those balls went to San Antonio. James Harden with a little floater.
And that's his first basket. It ties the game at 5. Who's a candidate to win 6th Man of the Year, was terrific as a reserve for the Rockets. Harden, he'll try the 3 over Aldridge and hit! And 8 for his last 41 from 3. Harden gets the steal here, playing with 3 fouls now. And he's got to be careful as he goes at Kawhi Leonard, and he gets the layup.
See, David Lee, you don't have to guard him out there, so then they can really sink back as Harden with the steal.
And Harden gets the layup. 13 now for Harden. Harden, and he stuffs it on Gasol. Goes to his offhand, the right hand, to slam that one down.
That's the area of the game that Leonard's going to keep getting better. He had 8 assists in game 2.
And he's got 5 assists, Doug, here tonight. Harden comes back.
He hits a triple, his second three-pointer and 20th point of the night.
The referees to always see their hands. And that's a great visual for our fans to watch out there as Harden steps back and saw the hands and saw the ball go in for a possible 4-point play here.
Leonard on Anderson. Harden fires to Ariza. Harden with the tip. It drops. He's got 12 in the quarter, 25 in the night. Houston has scored 10 of the last 14 points. Here's Harden on the attack. Gets the layup. Houston back within one. Harden's got 27. After they lost game 1 at home, and then Tony Parker suffered a season-ending injury late in game 2. James Harden to the rim, and Harden out with 29. Harden with 33 points. Drives on Gasol. Beautiful finish with that strong left hand.
82-game year. 5 times they were held under 100 points. They were 2 and 3.
Harden with the right hand. Well, we said they can score in a hurry. Down 13 with a minute 45 left. Is that too much? Maybe not. Harden for 3. It's a 10-point game. And they started a rookie point guard. DeJounte Murray didn't have great numbers, but did his job. Harden another 3. He's got 43, and it's a 9-point game.
Into Gasol. Good feed. Capella with the block. Gasol gets it back. Rebound Capella. He's only 22, and as he had a series, here comes Harden. 3, only shot 3 of 19. So a good sign early from Gordon. Green watches Harden and glide to the rack.
How about the hesitation?
Number 2 seed, and that is San Antonio. Here is Simmons with the spinner. The defense by Gordon forces the turnover, and here comes Harden. Shedding Simmons, taking it in. What a play by James Harden. And Harden picked up by Green.
Look how he's playing his hands with his hands up so he can't get that foul.
The drive with ease. He glides in for 2. James Harden.
Running jump hook with the right, and how about the move right there with the left?
Taking a page out of LeBron's left-handed shot. Here's a good-looking drive by James Harden. He's got 14. He'll dance with the big. Harden over Aldridge.
That's a mistake there by Aldridge, because they want to encourage James Harden to drive to the cup. Knee as well, but back on the floor with the basketball,
Shot
James Harden.
1. Here comes Harden trying to beat it, and does. What a shot. Gasol was out there defending. Been terrific. 10 in the quarter. Aldridge was 16 for the game. Harden 3. Right over Simmons. Lou Williams, the only bench guy out there for the Rockets. Shot clock is down to 7. Under 8 to play. 3 is up and down. It's a 3 for Harden. Shot. Beverly drives on Green. Finds Gordon, whipping it around. It's a 3. And it's Harden who notches the triple.
Points differential between these two teams, something that's an advantage for Houston. Oh, what a move.
A dance by Harden, deceptive move, and he finds the deuce with the drive. Things they pride themselves on, lead defending Harden, who sizes it up. Shot clock at 7, pull up 3, got it! And the pull up 3 has been a story in this series in low single digits. Now they switch again, Lee's there.
What's the problem with the switch?
It's a 3, and Harden with 3 to fire, puts in another one. Harden now eating them up. And it's picked up there by Harden, who is hand-to-hand in 7 of the Rockets' 9 baskets. A drive by Harden, and he gets it to go once again. By each team twice. Leonard will drive, crash feed.
Capella again with the block shot.
Here comes Harden, slashing, driving, scoring inside.
Tough.
Beverly back in. Lou Williams will take a breather. 5 to play, just under 5 to play here in the second. Harden will drive, and he goes right by the outstretched arm of Aldridge.
There's that small lineup for Houston with Anderson at 5.
Harden 7 to 10. Dancing, deceptively, tripling moves inside by James Harden. Harden with the ball. Pull up triple. Got it again. That has been his signature. Making a move. The patience on display. And the 2. Here comes Harden. He's crafty. He'll drive and get it to go. How does he find it?
Harden drives. Pulls back, 3-pointer. That's good. His first field goal. And it took almost a quarter and a half.
They're not going to make mistakes. They're not going to give you 3-point uncontested shots time and time again. You're going to have to beat them.
Harden hits the three, just his second field goal.